Howdy, folks. Welcome to Doobies with Doug. That's a big fat fucker, too, man. Like, bring it around on my finger. It's all roaches. I went and pulled up a house worth of carpet this morning, which I have a peculiar way of doing. I get a Tyvek suit, pull up one corner of it, crawl underneath the fucker and stand up, and just keep doing that until it's all pulled up. Once it's all loose, I roll it up and cut it up if I have to and drag it the fuck out of there. I had to cut up all of it to get it out. Cut it up into chunks. But no worries. Got it all out. And the thing is, the person doing the job can't afford to pay me anything to do it. She's in a real bad position on the job where she agreed to do it and then hurt her back. So she can install the new flooring, no problem. But getting the carpet out of the house was more than she could do with her back fucked up. She can't lift, she doesn't have any strength. But she'll be able to move tiles in and start laying down tiles, which is what she's doing. So she can't afford to pay me anything. But she's one of those people that always has your back when you need a favor anyway. But she's got her eye out for you. You know what I'm saying? She turned me on to 3 or 4 different people to go do silly little jobs for them that make me a couple $100. And she's got tools and she has, lawnmowers and weed whackers and shit like that. And always down to let me borrow them if I need them. So I did that. And then this little old lady wanted me to paint her garden shed. And I went over there and looked at it and said, I will charge you $30 to paint this garden shed. There is no trim on it. There is one window on it and one door on it. Don't paint the window, don't paint the door. Everything else is white. So I'm like, yeah, $30. It's like a 6x8 shed. It's just a tiny little shed. And she was like, oh, it's worth more than that. It's going to take you a few hours by the time you get everything out and clean everything up. I'm like, I'll tell you what, if it takes me more than half an hour, I'll let you give me a tip. They pulled the airless sprayer out that was already full of white paint from another job. Stuck it in the 5-gallon bucket full of white paint that she had. Sprayed the whole thing in like 15 minutes, literally. The nozzles on that airless sprayer are so good that when I throw the trim nozzle on it, I can cut the edge of just about anything with it. Unless it's up in some weird fucking obscure angle, a corner, and then start click that little sideways, you'll draw a line with it, man, just like you're fucking using a pencil. Cut it all in, and she still insisted on giving me $50 for painting that little shed. And she's also somebody I like to cultivate as a customer because she has a cliff. I don't know if you've ever lived on the ocean before, but if you have a cliff on your property, you can throw things off it. Not just any old thing, but things. Brush, pine needles, trees that might fall on your property, rotted out old trees. So, she has a dandy cliff. So I cultivated her as a good customer because she lets me use her cliff. And she also has a bench that I've thought about taking a video from, but I respect her privacy too much to do that. That is in her backyard, and it's got a Buddha on both ends of it, and it looks out over the ocean forever. It's just a beautiful spot. I keep hearing a helicopter. It's been going on for about an hour now, and that always worries me. Because it's been sneaker wavy out here. I doubt you can hear it on here, but I'm trying to decipher if it's going up the beach or if it's going up the 101. If it's going up the 101, they're probably just chasing somebody or looking for a vehicle. If it's going up the beach, it's probably the Coast Guard looking for a lost soul or something. Yeah, I think that's Highway Patrol. But they're kind of hanging off in that area, so I'm not sure. And so anyway, I pulled all that carpet up and my fucking back hurts. And my hernia hurts. So that's why I'm smoking 5 grams of roaches. I'm not kidding. I've already smoked half this fucker. Tossed it on the old Gigi scale just for curiosity's sake. Whoa. Fire. Roll away. What do you mean 0? Oh, I see it. Teared to the fucking... Yeah, it's still 2.5 grams already. With that much of it smoked. So it's probably 3.5 grams. So maybe not 5, but I might smoke another one. It fucking hurts. Chaz taught me the stretch years ago where you do like this, but you do it behind your back. Oh my god. Almost do it. Oh. But if I do it, it cracks my back and I feel better for a couple hours. But this wrist is so fucked up. And I got this big fucking knot. And there's some issues with my upper and my lower and my inner, my outer posterior, anterior cruciate, and my brain broke and stuff. So yeah, doing shit I wasn't physically fit to do when I was 25, when I'm 54, is getting to be old. Even though I do like helping out. Hey, let there be light. I remember when I first went to Northern California, pretty much all the people I met would just dump their fucking roaches in the trash. And I'm like, put them in here, put them in the jar, put them in the jar, I want them in the jar. You roaches, my precious, my precious. See, back in the day when weed dealers were a thing, you would smoke your joints. And when you were rather smoking or about to smoke your last joint, you'd call the weed dealer. And if, as often was the case, the weed dealer was temporarily indisposed, you had that joint still, and you had your roaches. And you could smoke your fucking roaches in a roach joint while you're waiting for the weed man. Well, that's one of the good elements of it. Another one of the good elements of smoking roaches is the painkiller quality. It is a body buzz extraordinaire. Okay? And there's another one that is kind of odd, but they can make you very nauseous. But they make you nauseous in a kind of way like maybe if I threw up a little bit, I would feel much better. It's almost like they're drawing some type of toxin up out of your system or something. Tweedly. So last video I did, I played with the special effects. And I'm probably going to do it again. Just for fun. I thought about doing stuff like looking up there, and, and then maybe I'll put something there. Or I could just do this. You never know. I like playing with toys, and I don't have a lot of energy to do much else right now. What little bit of physical energy I have, I spend trying to stay alive. Whatever mental energy I have left over, I play with toys. Whether it's my flute and guitars, harmonica, piano, clavinova. Tourist. I need to stop playing with a tourist. I'm going to get one hurt. One idiot who had seen my pictures on Facebook lives here locally. Kept bothering me. How did you get pictures of the Eagles? And I kept telling him there's no short answer. You have to understand eagle life. And once you understand eagle life, well, there's nothing to it. By the time you spend enough time watching eagles to understand eagle life, you'll have lots of pictures. The problem is you're out looking for eagles instead of you're out watching eagles. He's like, I know that. Can you tell me where to find them? Right now? Not here. So he kept bugging me. So I told him to fucking take a plastic baggie and put some salmon in it and poke holes in it and wear it on his backpack when he's out walking. And I ran into him yesterday and I'm like, did you get any pictures of the eagles yet? He says, no, but I got pictures of like 10 coyotes. But yeah, you probably know all the fucking neighborhood cats too, you idiot. Please tell me you put salmon in your backpack. Please hope he runs into a bear. Some people, you talk to any nature photographer. How do you get the shot? Well, there's two things you need to remember. Wait and shoot. That's it. As far as how, when, where, all that goes, that's going to be very specific to what shot you're trying to get. I tend to get lots of shots of eagles either sunning themselves in the morning, because that's one of the times they exhibit predictable behaviors, or eating, because that's another time when they exhibit predictable behaviors. When they catch a fish or a bird in the hunting zones that they're hunting in, they take them to one of a few prescribed places that works out with their windage for the moment and what they feel safe with, and they eat it. Now, mind you, an eagle on the ground is about as effective as a monkey in the air. Their beak is their only weapon when they're on the ground, and that's not very effective against other animals that want their food. So, eagles got to be selective about where they eat. So it's not about what time of day you're going to see one. If it was cold and wet and now suddenly it's sunny and the wind is coming from the south, there's a chance the eagles might be in the tall pines sunning themselves. If it was warm last night and the thermals are blowing up off from the front face of the head, that means the mirrors are going to be down close into the rocks, and that's where you're going to find the eagles, is in the trees that have the view of the rocks. Unless the turkey buzzards are nesting, in which case the eagles will be up there waiting for the turkey buzzards to chase a crow away from their nest so they can swoop in and eat their eggs. Because eagles like eggs. I met an old timer here that fishes anchovies. I think it's anchovies. Some small fish. Might not be anchovies. Might be something else. Mullet. I don't know. He fishes some little fish. And the way he keeps track of when the fish are here is by the way the ospreys that live in his neighborhood behave. Because they usually come and go, 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 come and go from the nest. When they go and they're gone all day and come back at night, and they're gone all day and they come back at night, and they're gone all day and they come back at night, they're somewhere fishing all day. And they get fatter. You can see it. And any fisherman that's fishing the ocean knows that where there's birds, there's fish. It's not the only place there's fish, but where there's birds, there's fish. So I can't wait to have a good camera, because there's some great opportunities for just incredible photography here. And I might start doing a little more traveling. Not that I'll ever run out of things to shoot right here in my neighborhood. It's just fucking mind blowing here. I've been, 10 or 15 miles north of here on the beach. I like mine better than any of it. So I mean, roaches are good for your brain. I'm blissfully ignorant of anything that's happening on the news. I've been avoiding all my friends that talk about that kind of shit. I want to know why Professor Bari isn't the most fucking biggest fucking news story on every channel. This kid is fucking mind blowing. This isn't just a really smart kid. This is fucking Stephen Hawking in a fully functioning 10-year-old's body. Why ain't that on the fucking news? Holy shit. I mean, Greta Thunberg is cool and all. And I love what she's got to say. But people need to listen to this fucking kid. For real. He may be a child, man, but he has a deeper understanding of the universe than 90% of the people in it. And I see this movement in southern China. This off the grid movement that's blowing the fuck up. They're like, by using block email chains, or maybe I'm saying that wrong, email blockchains or something, they're like avoiding any social media at all and just staying linked together in these tribes on these email chains. And really changing the way their children are raised. I mean, it's a massive movement in southern China. So I've been kind of watching that pretty closely, from what I can. I mean, it's hard. Like I said, they don't use social media, so it's a lot of reading, not a lot of pictures. Sorry. Here's all these other interesting movements going on around the world. There's a thing spreading around Africa called junknology, or at least that's what I've heard it called. It's technologies that you can derive from junk. And people are doing some pretty incredible shit. Putting together some cool stuff. So yeah, I don't know what's going on in pop culture world, politics, and all that shit. Please don't tell me. I don't give a fuck. Not a single. Oh, I did hear something pop culture. Something about um Elon Musk bought Twitter. I don't care. I didn't know who owned Twitter before him. Don't fucking care. Don't care. It matters not one fucking iota to me. Nor should it to you. Who cares? Use it or don't. Anyway, this has been the Roach Bomb edition of Doobies with Doug. I got about a half gram of this fucking joint left. But I can't hold a train of thought anymore, so I'm gonna let this one go. Peace, love, and greasy roaches.